Hi guys, it's Nick from Let's Chat, and in this video today I'm going to review my round 22 footy tips, and I'm also going to do my round 23 footy tips. So let's get underway. So first of all, I'm going to review my round 22 footy tips. I got 7 out of 9, and the 2 that I got wrong were the Western Bulldogs and Richmond. Hawthorne had a great win over the Bulldogs. It was a close game. They won by like 3 points or something. And St Kilda had a great win over Richmond. So they were my 2 tips wrong. But other than that, I got a 7 out of 9, which is alright. So the first match of the week is going to be between Collingwood and Brisbane. Both teams had gutsy wins last week. Collingwood had a 8-point win over Geelong, and Brisbane won by a goal against Adelaide. Since it's at Marvel, I think Collingwood should win in a tight contest once again, this time by 13 points. So the next game is going to be between Richmond and North Melbourne. Trent Cotchin will be playing his final game, I think. That's what I read. So this will probably be his final game of his career, Trent Cotchin, because he's retiring. And Richmond had a disappointing loss against St Kilda last week, and North Melbourne, well, they really put on a good effort against Essendon, only losing by 7 points in the end. So again, I don't think North Melbourne will win, but they'll keep in the contest for quite most of the game. But I'm going to tip Richmond to win by 24 points to farewell Trent Cotchin in style. So the next game is between Gold Coast and Carlton at Heritage Bank Stadium on the Saturday afternoon. Gold Coast had a bit of a disappointing loss against Sydney last week after they had a good first half and they led at half time. And well, Carlton, they had a really good close 4-point win against Melbourne. Yes! Carlton Blues! So Carlton, they're aiming to go for a 9th consecutive win here. So I'm going to tip Carlton here. I'm going to tip them to win by 57 points. So the next match is between GWS and Essendon. GWS had a loss against Port Adelaide. It was expected. And Essendon, they had a gutsy 7-point win over North Melbourne. So this is going to be a close game. It was a hard game to pick, but I decided to tip the Bombers to win by a point in a nail-biter. So the next game is between St Kilda and Geelong. St Kilda had a great win over Richmond on the weekend with Max King getting back into form. He kicked 6 goals, and Jay Gresham, he also kicked 3 goals and had 22 disposals. I thought he was pretty good. I don't know why St Kilda wanted to get rid of him in the first place, because apparently Carlton want him, but I don't want him. Well, he can stay with St Kilda. I don't know why Geordie Pluto and Carmed22 wanting him to go, but seriously, he played a great game yesterday for him. But anyways, and Geelong, well, they had an 8-point loss against Collingwood. So this will be another close contest, I reckon. I'm going to tip Geelong to win by 5 points. So the next game is between Adelaide and Sydney at the Adelaide Oval on the Saturday night. Adelaide are coming off a 6-point loss to Brisbane at the Gabba, and Sydney are coming off a comfortable victory at the SCG against the Gold Coast Suns. This is another hard game that I had to think about, but I reckon Sydney might get the job done, but only just. I'm going to tip them to win by 7 points. So the next match is going to be between the Western Bulldogs and the West Coast Eagles. The Western Bulldogs are coming off a 3-point loss to the Hawks, something like that, and West Coast are coming off another loss, this time against Fremantle in their arch rivals in the Western Derby. So easy tip here. I'm going to tip Western Bulldogs to win by a whopping 122 points. So the next match is going to be between Melbourne and Hawthorne on the Sunday afternoon at the MCG. Melbourne are coming off a 4-point loss against Carlton in a close contest, and Hawthorne, again, in another close contest. This time, they won by like 3 points or something against the Western Bulldogs. So I think Melbourne are going to bounce back here. I'm going to tip them to him by 36 points. So the final match of the round is going to be between Fremantle and Port Adelaide. Fremantle had an easy 101 point win over their arch rivals in West Coast. And Port Adelaide, well, they bounced back after 4 losses in a row and they beat GWS. So I reckon Port Adelaide will win again, and I reckon they'll win by 25 points this time. So there you go, guys. There's all my tips. Thank you all for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Catch you later, guys.